Hey guys, it's Monday, and you know what that means? A fresh week, a new start, a new chance to nail the week, right? I want you to think about a few things, and I'm going to just start with general overview, like regardless of what program you're doing right now, where have you been? What has your program looked like thus far? And where do you want to go, right? Like, are you right now living and operating every single day at the level that you dream of living and operating when it comes to your health and fitness and mindset? If there's disparity between those two things, it's a new week and a new chance, okay? We cannot change what's already been done. We just have to keep moving forward, acknowledging the places where we know we could do better, where maybe we're half-assing it or only giving 80% of our effort, right? Remember, there's this whole idea of being perfect, which is not possible, nor should we ever expect perfection of ourselves, but we can give perfect effort, right? And right? You know when you're not giving perfect effort. That's not a question that I can answer for you, but you know when you're not giving perfect effort. So if you have not given perfect effort thus far in your program, it's okay, because you can start giving that perfect effort now. Slip-ups happen, things happen, right? That's life. You have to roll with the punches and move on. But are you giving it your perfect effort? Or are you sitting back and letting it happen to you, right? Are you being an active participant who recognizes when slip-ups happen, and says, this is what happened and this is why, and this is what I can do to prevent it from happening again? Are you solution-oriented? Or are you saying, I screwed up, this is hard, I can't do this, I'm just going to continue to half-ass it for the rest of the time, right? So identify the things that got in your way last week or in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however long you've been doing your particular program, and identify what you can fix and fix it, right? Create a game plan and take the necessary steps. Failing to plan is planning to fail, and you've heard it 1,000 times, and that's because it's true. Gimmicky as it sounds, it's 100% true. If you haven't done any meal prep yet, no worries, do it now. If you haven't scheduled your workout on your calendar just like you would any other important meeting or date, do it now. If you haven't spoken to your family about your goals for the week ahead and what that means for them, like when is mom or wife or fiance or whoever you are in your family, whatever your role is, when are you going to work out? Tell them. And tell them that you need that 30 minutes or an hour for yourself, to do something for you because you deserve it. Just like they deserve your attention when you're giving it to them, you deserve your attention when it's your time. And you doing so will make you better for them, right? You have to proclaim and demand to them that you are worth that 1 hour a day, okay? So set your family up. Right? Set the expectation and tell them why it's important to you and that you need their support. And set the expectation for yourself and for them throughout the week. Now, particularly for my 80-day obsession peeps, because I know that this program has been challenging in a lot of different ways. I know that we've all fumbled a little bit with our time nutrition. I know that definitely every single one of us has slipped up once or twice at least, right? Maybe you've missed a workout or 2 or 5, right? We talked yesterday on Sunday about creating action steps that will help prevent you from making the same mistakes that you made last week and the week ahead, right? We said yesterday, if you participated in the post and if you didn't, go back and do it now. But yesterday we said, okay, this is where I screwed up last week, and this is what I'm doing about it to prevent it from happening again in the week ahead, so that I can close phase 1 feeling proud and move on to phase 2 excited about the further progress I'm going to make, the strength I'm going to gain. We've all been talking about how we have to up our weights every week, right? That's exciting. That is going to continue through the program as long as we continue following the program, right? Fueling our bodies right so that we can get through those workouts as strong as possible and then recover from them with the food that we're eating so that we can get that energy back and restore those glycogen levels and move forward stronger the following day, right? So we talked about what we were going to do to prevent ourselves from making the same mistakes again. And today I want to focus more on our mindset. What mindset are you approaching the week ahead with? Right? Are you still stuck in that, I screwed up last week, it's really hard, this is challenging me, sort of victim-centered mindset? Or are you starting this week 4 saying, I have made progress, I've already combated some of the excuses and the setbacks that I had before I started this program, and I'm going to keep on fighting that fight. I'm going to keep on rising to the occasion, rising to the challenge, right? Are you going to step up to the challenges that you're facing in this program? Are you going to enter this week with the mindset that says, I am stronger than my excuses, I am stronger than the challenges that this program is presenting, and if I struggle, I'm just going to keep rising to the challenge? You have to set your mindset and your intentions on the positive side of things instead of falling victim to the negative mindset, because you will never push your body or your habits where you want and need them to go to reach the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of this 80-day program if you don't get your head screwed on straight first. So if you need to listen to some personal development, I recommend you do so, right? I'm listening to the book Grit right now, and it's fantastic because it talks about not only the science, but the human tendency behind being short-sighted versus long-sighted with your goals. How badly do you want your goals? Do you want them badly enough that you have grit? Right? Because excitement is common in the beginning, but pursuing something in the long haul when it's not exciting anymore takes grit. And that having grit takes mindset. It takes knowing that what you want is important enough to you, and that the reward at the end of the struggle is big enough for you that you're willing to get through it, to be gritty through the muck of it, right? To be tenacious and to fight for it even when it's not exciting, even when we struggle, even when the negative bitch in our head starts to try to tell us stories that aren't true, that we have to just keep day by day or moment by moment, meal by meal, workout by workout, doing the things that we know that we need to do to get us to that 80-day goal. You guys, we are almost 1 month through. We are 4 weeks into, 11 and a half week journey? Is that right? Yeah. Like, we, at the end of this week, will be almost through a quarter of this program. It's going to go by fast. And if we continue letting our mindset get the best of us, and if we continue making excuses for our actions instead of facing them, acknowledging them, fixing them, moving forward, challenging ourselves to rise up, it'll pass us by and we won't get the results we wanted, and then we'll continue that negative cycle in our head that tells us we can't do hard things. But we have an opportunity to prove to ourselves that we can. And I don't know about you guys, but that's worth the fucking fight to me. And that was one of my biggest goals when I started this program, was all the things that I've told myself for years that I couldn't do. I pushed myself right up to my limits, and I always stopped there. This is my chance to push beyond those limits and to see what happens, right? So it doesn't have to be easy. It's not going to be. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to be. But you have to give it your perfect effort, and you have to flip your mindset starting today. It's a Monday. Go into this 4th week with a different mindset, with a different head on your shoulders, with a positive, empowering perspective that says, even when it's hard, I can do it. And you will close phase 1 out strong, kicking ass, and ready to jump into phase 2, right? Think about it this way. At the end of this week, on Sunday, we're going to be taking our first phase progress pictures. And I don't know what those are going to show because I haven't stepped on the scale or measured or taken pictures. But whatever they show, I want to finish this week off in a way that still allows me to be proud no matter what those photos show. Because this isn't all about the outside. This is about transforming from the inside out. And if we don't transform our minds, our bodies will never change. Okay? I love you guys. This is going to be a fantastic week. We can do it together. If you're struggling, post in here. If you're like, I'm about to eat this cake, somebody stop me, post in here and we will stop you. If you're like, I really don't have it in me to do my workout today, screw it, post in here and we'll tell you why you have to. Right? If you're finding success and you're like, I upped my weights again, or I went 5 reps longer, or 5 seconds longer than I did last week, or, oh, now I can do the side plank for half of the reps without my knee on the ground, or whatever it is, share your victories so we can celebrate each other, and we can really help carry each other through this final week of phase 1. And if you're doing a different program, same exact thing. Doesn't matter what program you're doing. Plug into the group. It's here for a reason. We are so much stronger together, and you can't argue with that. I know you know it's true. So show up. Whether you're struggling or succeeding, show up, and we will all help each other through both the struggles and cheer each other on in the victories, okay? Have a fantastic week.